Hey good people, and welcome back to the channel. It seems like yesterday when the first season of Last One Standing aired. The idea of a show where legends of Naked and Afraid could come together and participate in a friendly competition for some real money and not for glory has always fascinated me, because I've always thought that whatever these guys are getting paid to do to starve themselves in the jungle or desert for 21 days wasn't nearly a fraction of what they deserve. So as I watched the entire first season of Last One Standing, I was filled with a lot of disappointment due to how the survivalists band together to change the concept of the show from a competition to a cool kids club, in which the folks who were not part of the club, mainly Jeff, would be isolated and starved out of the competition. The first season's saving grace was Jeff and his resilience when it came to making it as far as he could in the competition. In season 2 of Last One Standing, some much needed changes were added to the show. In an effort to let the cast members know that the concept of the show was based on a competition, there were 2 eliminations on the very first day. There were a lot more survival skill based challenges that helped the survivalists win advantages that were not supposed to be shared with one another. The show also had cast members that didn't have the hive mind mentality, which meant that they had to blindly follow their leader. But season 2 of Last One Standing ended on a sour note for me, because it seemed like the finale was catered to allow Dan to win. So going into season 3, I wanted to see the showrunners build on what was working for season 2 and get rid of the things that did not work. For season 3 of Last One Standing, the 14 participating survivalists were evenly divided into 7 men and 7 women, which is a change from the previous seasons. Now 3 of these men and 3 of these women are cast members who have already participated in season 1 and 2 of the show, while the remaining cast members are newcomers to the Last One Standing format. Furthermore, the location for this season of Last One Standing has changed from South Africa to Australia, with one of the participants this season being from Australia and having already participated in the last season of Last One Standing. One has to wonder if they might have a competitive advantage when it comes to the terrain, the wildlife, the challenges, and the weather in the area. So from season 1, we have Matt and Chini. Now I can understand Matt being invited back to Last One Standing because of his skill set as a survivalist, as well as his entertainment factor that comes with his ability to quote-unquote play the game. But Chini, she struggled to adapt to the changing dynamics of the challenge, and she also used the bulk of her time on the show to make an enemy out of Jeff when he really didn't do anything to her to deserve it. So I respect Chini as a survivalist, but for this type of show, I don't have much faith that she will make it far in the competition. From season 2, we have Trish, Kai, Patrick, and Darren. Trish has been one of the most disliked cast members in Naked and Afraid history, but in my opinion, a concept like Last One Standing was made for somebody like her. Trish is more than capable of competing in the challenges that are thrown her way, and most importantly, she knows how to play the game. In season 2, Trish made it very far in the competition, and her elimination came down to the wire when she was head-to-head with Fernando. Unless the showrunners throw a monkey wrench into the challenges for the season, I can see Trish making it very far. Another cast member that I can see making it very far is Kai. Kai is one of the smartest, most resilient, and most dedicated survivalists that I've seen on Naked and Afraid and Last One Standing. She has the skills to adapt to any environment, she certainly knows how to play the game, and she made it to the last season's finale, which was very impressive. I can certainly see her making it to this season's finale and possibly winning it all this time around. The same goes with Patrick. Patrick was working behind the 8 ball for a large chunk of season 2 when it came to him and Jeff against the world, but he nearly made it to the finale, and I think that Patrick will be motivated to make it to the finale for this season. And lastly, Darren showed some amazing bushcrafting skills in season 2, but he also benefited from being on some great teams early on. When the herd started to thin out, Darren got exposed and his elimination followed soon after. I suspect that Darren will be in the middle of the pack for this season, but he could also get eliminated very early. Now when season 1 of Last One Standing ended, I posted a video of which survivalists I wanted to see make an appearance on the future seasons of Last One Standing. In that video, I had Jermaine and Laura on my wish list, and I'm glad that they were cast for this season of the show because I think that they will make a great addition to the show. I'm a little sad that EJ wasn't cast in this season, but I understand why he might not want to participate in a show like this. I'm also a little shocked that Gabby was not cast for this season of the show. Gabby is a rock star when it comes to her survival skills, and I think that having her on the show instead of Chini would have been a no-brainer. So when it comes to the newcomers to the Last One Standing format, I don't know enough about them to know how they would fare in a competitive environment like Last One Standing, but I do feel that Max has a good chance to make it the furthest out of everybody else. Now, I've seen the 3-minute teaser for Season 3 of Last One Standing, and there are a few scenes to unpack. I saw that Matt had severely burned his hand, and it's certainly a deja vu moment because in Season 1, Matt became injured, which really impacted his ability to compete. I also saw that a group of guys had to carry one of the cast members out, which looked like a possible med tap out. Given the amount of guys that were needed to carry this one cast member, I'm willing to bet that the cast member was a guy, and that's either Jamie or Trent. But of course, it's still too early to tell, though it never hurts to speculate. So unless an emergency pops up in life, I plan to post all my reviews for the new episodes of Last One Standing within 24 hours after the new episode airs. I would also like to know what you all think about the new season of Last One Standing. Are you looking forward to it, or is Last One Standing not your cup of tea? Feel free to leave all comments below in the comment section, and I'll be sure to reply to everybody. Until next time, stay tuned and stay safe. Peace.